Good afternoon. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Studio 84, coming to you live from Bugalobi in Kampala. I'm Rafi Laker. I love a good conversation, and I'm so happy to host a series of colleagues, friends, acquaintances, collaborators these days at Studio 84 to find out more about their businesses, more about their passions, more about the person behind the image that we see every day. It's amazing to realize just how many hidden talents, passions, hobbies lurk beneath your everyday entrepreneur. When you get to know them better, it's amazing what you can find out. It's actually amazing to think, in this particular case with my guest today, of where we met. It was a number of years ago, and we met on a stage. Am I right, Josephat?
You are right. Very right.
Welcome to Studio 84.
Thank you.
So lovely to have you here. Is this your first time at Studio 84?
Yes, of course.
And your first vodcast as well, if I'm right.
Vodcast, podcast, whatever cast.
All casting applies today.
Yeah.
That's great. Thank you so much for making the time.
You're welcome. Thank you for inviting.
Oh, my pleasure. So, we met on a stage.
A stage.
And I know that you like to act, to sing, and to dance. Now, that you do in your spare time. But what are you up to during your working hours?
My working hours. I'm busy tending to plants, landscapes, gardens, and everything around. Exterior designing, I don't know. Yeah, that's what I do on a day-to-day.
And does this apply to private gardens, to commercial spaces, to public spaces? Where would this apply?
As long as it's a garden. A garden is a garden.
How small do we start?
Whether small, big, can you afford? That's the first thing. Do you want a garden? That's the other question. Yeah. So you might have a big space, an acre, but you don't want a garden. So we don't discuss. You might have a small piece of land, you want a garden, but you don't have money. We don't discuss.
Okay, fair enough. These things need to go hand in hand.
Yep.
Interesting what you say. Yes, can one afford? But at the same time, is a garden like a pet? I mean, once you've put it together, it needs maintenance, doesn't it?
Yeah, maintenance is a core in our service offering, yeah.
And maintenance goes beyond what I would consider watering and sweeping, right?
Yep.
What would it entail?
It needs pest and disease identification, pest and disease intervention, pruning, thinning, feeding, weeding, so all those. Sometimes when you have seasonal plants, you'll need to replace them. There are plants like passions that after 3 months, you'll need to put others. They're always looking beautiful and all blossoming and looking so nice, but after 3 months, they fade away. You'll have to replace them. The others that will overgrow, and when they overgrow, the beauty is out. You'll have to cut out some shoots so that you space and thin. Actually, there was a video I took of myself in a forest. I was cutting down a eucalyptus tree, and everyone was like, "You're cutting down trees, you're doing deforestation." I was like, well, I was not doing deforestation. I was doing what we call thinning. They are two close trees. They are you have to remove one so the other can
flourish.
The nutrients. Yeah. Telling everyone who wants a garden, if you can't look at it, if you can't look at it every day, have someone to look at it for you. Those small things, if spotted earlier, you can work on them, and then you don't need to pay me to come and do it for you. Yeah.
Okay.
Plant. Cactus, for example, has thorns. That one everyone knows. I can use an example of bougainvillea. Bougainvillea has come in purple. So the older they grow, they get thorns.
Yes.
So when they get thorns, they become hazardous. So what do you have to do? You'll have to find a
those allergic reactions. So is that something? But I'm assuming, like many allergies, they're individual, right? You wouldn't be able to say this whole group of plants necessarily would cause allergies. Yeah. It would depend on the person, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
One man's meat, another man ate it.
There you have it. How long have you been managing the gardener?
The gardener since 2019? Actually, no. My whole working, whatever, started in 2016. So if if you're to ask me for how long have you been working, I would say 2016.
Okay.
But officially doing, it will be 2020.
And now, I know that you and I both belong to BNI. So Business Network International, and we are indeed going on BNI's Africa channel. So that's an amazing opportunity. We're able to say hello to all our BNI. What about themes? Is almost any theme possible in Uganda, given the climate, the altitude, the soil?
Yeah. Well, I've not had any challenge doing any theme as far as I know. Maybe if someone gives me a theme that can stay outside, depending on whether or not you're mimicking its natural cycle. Because if you're getting a desert plant, put it at the window,
Okay, yeah.
you'll increase its lifestyle because the window is receiving sun, it is mimicking the natural environment. If you're getting a tropical plant, say for example, a monstera. A monstera is fond of tropical equatorial rainforests. Try at least slowly by slowly taking them to a hotel, used to it, so that when the sun burns them, at least
Yes.
now they have gotten used.
Exactly.
Than taking them out directly into the sun.
At
Yeah.
least give them some sunscreen, right?
I know.
So that they
Yes.
don't roast
Uh-huh.
on that first try.
Yeah.
Gosh, well, there's a lot to be appreciated, I think, from the world that you're dealing with on a daily level. And the beauty is that you're using your hands, you're using hands-on skills, you're reading the plants, you're reading what clients are looking for.
Yeah.
And then, of course, there's the business element.